Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Boom Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you guys are listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. And if you guys want to support me further, you're more than welcome to do that by going to my Patreon site. The link is in the description below, and you can give me $1 a month, $3, $5, whatever you guys prefer. Okay? In this video, I want to speak to you guys about sound healing. Sound vibrations, sound baths. They're becoming extremely popular in the world right now, and I'm so grateful for that because I just love sound healing of all formats, all kinds. All of them are brilliant. Now, I'll give you a few examples of what sound healing is like so that if you're confused about what that means. So sound healing is basically using sound in order to basically tune your vibrations to the right level or the right frequency, right? And so what happens in this world right now is that there's a lot of noise. Not good noise, bad kind of noises. There's a lot of different kinds of sounds out there. But right now in the world, the airplanes going overhead, it's a big sound and it's very disturbing. A lot of random vibrations in the world around us. 5G networks are causing a lot of issues as well. Your phone, if you're on the call, things like that, that vibration, that sound frequency. There's a lot of noise pollution in this world right now with the sirens and the ambulances and and just general noise. There's just a lot of people making a lot of noise. There's a lot of clanging and bells and just random whistles, things like that. So there's a lot of noise in the world. And because we are, as human beings, basically vibrations, right? If you go deep within ourselves, if you look at each cell is just an energy vibration or a sound vibration, right? And I think both energy and sound vibration. Energy is or sound is just a form of energy, right? So each cell has its own vibration, its own way of making noise. And I think you can actually hear if you go down deep within. I feel like I've read it somewhere that each cell has its own noise as well. Each cell makes its own noise. Things they do, the different reactions that are taking place within them, things like that. They're all creating their own noise. But what happens is that because of all this noise pollution in the world around us, our frequency gets out of tune, right? There's a certain frequency that we are used to as human beings. And in the past, with our ancestors, where they were just living in caves or living outdoors in nature, the only sound they had to worry about was, twigs cracking under their feet or people talking at very low vibrations or very low decibels. There were no planes that they had to worry about, no noise pollution, no fireworks, nothing like that. It was just very quiet, leaves rustling, breeze blowing through, birds chirping, things like that. Very, very low decibel, very easy sounds, and all of that didn't disturb our frequency. It was very easy for us to live in the world because our frequency remained automatically normal. We didn't have to do these sound baths in order to fix them. We still did, I think. In the past, sound healing was very common. And, they would use instruments to do it, didgeridoos or different instruments that they used in the past. And also, of course, kirtans, like chanting. They would chant different songs or dance. And so they'd use all those things automatically. But nowadays, it's more and more important for us to do sound healing because in the past, it was okay for them. It didn't matter. They would do a little bit of work and it was fine. Now, though, we're dealing with so much noise pollution and so many things that are disturbing our vibrations, disturbing the frequency that our body functions at, that we really do need sound healing more so than we did in the past. And as technology gets worse and worse, or better and better, as noise pollution gets worse and worse, as people get more and more crowded, as cities get more crowded, things like that, honking of the horns and things like that. At least in Asia, I like Thailand for that reason. I love Chiang Mai because it's very quiet. No one blows a horn. If you're waiting for someone, you just wait. You wait quietly. You're not going to blow your horn because someone's in front of you, unless they're about to hit you. Then you quietly do it. But noise here is not that much of an issue, which is why I love it so much. But in general, there is still noise pollution. Obviously, there's planes going overhead and people laughing, drunk people walking around, things like that, right? And so sound healing, of course, especially in a Western industrialized country, is extremely important. It becomes more and more important as time goes on. So that's why I want to do this video, is because I love it so much. I love it so much. And so the one that I love the most is crystal bowls. There are these beautiful quartz crystal bowls, white quartz, and they are, just beautifully just beautiful vibrations, and basically the person who's doing it will just basically play the crystal bowls for you, depending on their intuition, depending on how they feel, etc. There's a lot of different ways they play it. And you lie in the room. You're lying down on a yoga mat, or you're sitting up, whatever you prefer. I always lie down because I just love being relaxed and just getting into it. And then they play. It's a dark room, darkish, warm, darkish room. And you lie there and they play the crystal bowls, and you let yourself immerse into the sound. And basically every cell in your body gets reattuned to the right frequency. It gets kind of like recalibrated, right? And so you come out of it, I at least come out of it feeling so grounded, so connected to the universe, so connected to the earth, and just completely rejuvenated, refreshed. I feel a burst of energy, and I come out of it feeling like I'm on top of the world, right? And it's only an hour, really. And so it's not like you're going out and you're like, all right, I'm going to change my life. Nothing. You're just going and lying down, and this person plays the crystal bowls for you, and boom, you're like basically healing yourself using sound. Now, of course, there's Tibetan bowls as well, so you can do a sound bath using Tibetan bowls. I don't like it that much, as much as crystal bowls, but it's still beautiful, perfect. As I said, there's chanting or kirtans. You can do like singing. You can sing mantras, or you can sing different chants, or there's a Ho'oponopono chant that you can sing as well. So there's lots of different things you can do in terms of sound, right? The main one, as I said, I love is crystal bowls. There's different ways to do it. Listening to didgeridoos or natural wind instruments is also another way to do it. It's really great, and it just really feels, you can feel it in your body. You can feel your body, and each cell in your body just vibrating at like a higher frequency. It all of a sudden changes your perception of the world and perception of yourself. You can feel it in your body, obviously, but you can feel like you're basically rising up, and you were like maybe at ground level, and you feel yourself rising up into the air with the sound healing. You just feel so rejuvenated. So the reason I'm doing is that, as I said, the reason I wanted to share this with you guys is because, first of all, I love it so much, and I love how I feel after, and I just want to share that feeling with you guys because it's so powerful, and hopefully you can also partake in this. If you have any kind of sound healing, sound bath, any kind of like that kind of thing going on around you, and if you've never tried it, I do highly, highly recommend it. There are no negative side effects of it, really. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I'm not an expert on it, so obviously talk to the person about it. But literally, I can't imagine there being any negative sound effects to just listening to sound. We listen to sound all day long. We listen to music all day long, so it's fine. But this is healing sound. It just kind of rejuvenates yourself. So I don't think there's any contraindications to it. I really don't believe so. Obviously, talk to the person that you're going to. And just let yourself feel the music or the sound just heal you, and feel yourselves just vibrating at like a powerful, different frequency. And it's just so easy, which is why I love it. I love things like this, meditating. It's so easy. You just sit and it's free and nothing. And a lot of these sound baths are taking place in obviously the hippie community or in yoga classes or yoga studios. They're pretty cheap. I don't think they're that expensive, 10, 15 bucks. Totally worth it to recalibrate yourself. And if you can do it once a week, it's amazing. I notice a major difference within me when I am able to do it once a week. I just notice that I'm walking through the world in a completely different fashion. I notice that my cells are vibrating. I can feel a difference in the way my cells are vibrating at a different frequency. They just feel more relaxed. And even though there is a lot of noise pollution outside, I don't feel like it affects me as much because my cells have been recalibrated to a good frequency. Now, of course, you have to constantly be doing this, recalibrating yourself, because there's a lot of noise pollution in the world, especially, as I said, if you're living in an industrialized country, any Western country, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of honking of car, like ambulances themselves. Their decibels are insanely high, so loud. School bells, or just like listen to music all the time, or just noise in general. There's just a lot of airplanes overhead, or anything like that. There's a lot of noise around you, and so you really need to be careful to come back to yourself and use these sound healing techniques to rejuvenate yourself, right? And if you can't afford it, if you can't afford to go to a space, there's a lot of YouTube videos online that have these sound healing sound baths in them. And so just lie down on a yoga mat or on your bed in your room, play the sound, relax into it, and let yourself be healed by these sound baths. Okay, so that's a free way of doing it. So I hope this makes sense. I hope I was able to explain myself to you. I really do love these sound baths so much. I want you guys to try them. I think it'll be so gratifying if you do. Let me know if you have used them, obviously, in the past, and if you like them or don't like them. And of course, if you guys like these videos, please do support me on Patreon. The link is in the description below. And I shall see you guys the next time around. Bye for now.